All right. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's about that time again. We've reached Monday. Another day of living the dream. Working 9 to 5 just to make a buy. Have a better life. See, one thing that I don't think people realize, especially women or whoever is trying to get somebody's pity and empathy, is that everybody's been through shit. Everybody has a sob story. Everybody has been through the ringer. Everybody's been drugged through life and spit out the other side. And if you haven't, you're a lucky few. If you have not been through some shit, if you've not been hurt or demolished mentally or physically in any way, you are lucky. You're lucky. If you've gone through life and financially you've just been stable. Mentally, you haven't been wrecked by loved ones and others, and you live a privileged life. And if everybody is tip and toe around you because they might offend you, that's not a them problem. The biggest thing I see now, especially when you see videos of younger people, is that they talk like they've been through the Depression, you know? It's the victim Olympics. Who is the biggest victim? And it goes based on color, not by experience. It goes based on race and gender and sexuality. And instead of people sitting down and explaining their hardships and this is the shit I've been through, this is my hardships, this is my life, this is a story of me. No, it's all about, look at me. I'm black, I'm Latino, I'm trans, I'm woman, so I must have had a hard life. It doesn't mean a fucking thing. It really doesn't. You have not been through any more shit than anybody. Well, I speak for people in the West, mainly America. I mean, the West, I guess, means European countries as well, Nordic, all that fun shit, but I don't know what's going on over there. I don't pretend to know what's going on over there. All I know is what's going on here is everybody is treated fairly. Everybody is treated with respect. You can cry till you're fucking blue in the face, but if you're screaming victim while you're going to Harvard, you need to take a look in the mirror and... there's Paul, I work with him. You need to take a look in the mirror and realize that you don't have it that hard. I don't care if you're Indian or trans. If you're in Harvard, you're good. You're in the top 1% of the 1%. Stop crying victim when you're going to a fucking 4-year accredited college. You're not a victim. Don't care what color you are. And if you think other people are discouraged or mischaracterized in any way, and you think you're better than them in any way because they're black and you're white and they've had it harder, you're the racist. Now, if somebody specifically tells you that they have been through shit and says the shit and explains the shit, fine. But you don't get credit just because you're black. I'm sorry, you don't. You don't get credit just because you're a woman. You don't get that instant victim card. There are victims out there, and a lot of times they're dead. Those are victims. You're not a victim if you go into a new job and they say you have to cut your hair. That's not being a victim. That's standards. You're not being a victim if you go into a store and you're watched by security. It's probably a you problem. Black, white, Puerto Rican, whatever. Maybe you're dressed in a way that makes them think, okay, they might steal. I've been followed because I dress like I've been followed. I dressed like a hoodlum when I was a kid. People are fucked up. people have their own ways of thinking. And if you think you're a victim, if you push that mindset, you will be a victim. Not in the world's eyes, but in your eyes. And that's just the easiest way to get by and give yourself a pass on anything you might not achieve or you might not attain. It's your victim. Your victim, your victim. So you didn't get that job because you're black. You didn't make that shot because you're a woman. You didn't do this or do that or do this because you're gay. Woe is you. Cry me a fucking river. Life is hard. Boo fucking who. We have it the easiest in any country. You have to wake up at 4 just to mow the fields and go catch an animal and skin a rabbit and fucking all kinds of crazy shit that people have to do just to survive. What do you have to survive? Wake up and look in the fridge? That's what's tough. Why? You walked outside and someone said, "Hey, nigga." What? Because of that, your life is so difficult now? Like, "Hey, gay boy." Oh my God, he said gay boy. Oh my God, he called you a name. How the fuck can you make it now? Your life is ruined. Words can hurt. Oh, stand the fuck up. Life's a bitch, and then you die. It's like, wah, life is so hard for me. Oh my goodness. I was going to the store and some person wouldn't let me cut in line. How dare them? I demand my reparations. And I demand you grovel at my feet because my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandpa probably was the same color as a slave. So you gotta be nice to me. Oh, shut the fuck up. You whiny bitch. Like all those fucking children looting shit in the big cities. If your child is out there looting, I can't say a fucking thing because I don't have control of my kids. But what are you gonna do? Kids are kids. But if they are especially under the age of 15, if they're under your roof, and you know about them looting and doing crazy shit and you don't have a control of them, that's your problem. That's all your fucking fault. You should have to pay the price for the stuff that they steal or destroy. You should be at fault. If your child is out there destroying property, living out of control, and or crying, they're a victim at the same time. You see, the problem is, I think every generation thinks they have a step up on the last, you know? That they know just a little bit more because they grew up with this. They are more in cahoots with everything. And this generation, because of the internet, thinks that they have all the information in the world. But all the information doesn't mean dick without experience. There's a reason people with experience get promoted in jobs. There's a reason the more experience you get at anything, you become better. You do not immediately walk into something and be the best. It does not happen. And if you're ignorant enough to think that you know more than a 50-year-old veteran that has been through life 50 more years than you have, you're the fucking idiot. So, you're the generation that looks at gender in a whole new light, right? You guys have finally figured it out. You know your idle age started with a fucking child molester? That's how gender theory started. It was about a fucking freak dwiddling kids. But that's what you want to stem your beliefs on. That's what you want to push for non-hate is kid fucking. It is fucking disgusting. Oh. And then like YouTubers getting demonetized because he said leave the children alone. I don't know if you've heard this before, but some YouTube, I think World of Warcraft or fucking, I don't know, Fortnite guy, Nick Mertz or Hertz, Nick something. He said something to the effect of, leave the children alone, and because of that, he is demonetized. He has his likeness bundle taken out of the game, which he has worked years, I would imagine, to acquire the fandom, the community. And because he said, leave children alone, he's the bad guy? The fucking gay community is fucking disgusting if they are bashing somebody for saying, leave children alone. You are the predators. LGBT community, if you are attacking people for them trying to protect kids, you are the predators. You are evil. You are the ones trying to groom children into a sexuality that they should never even think about for years. A 7-year-old does not know his sexual or her sexual preference. They're 7. Wow. I mean, you would think it's common sense. You really would. What the fuck has happened to common sense? It's gone by the wayside. And now any sort of commonsensical talk is deemed as hate speech. Just fucking nuts. It's hateful to protect your children. It's hateful to be proud of being married with children. All of that is hateful. If that's hate, fuck it. I'm a hater. I love being straight. Fucking call me super straight. I love my kids to death. I love the fact that I am married with kids. I love the fact that my wife is straight. In fact, I think being gay is a weakness. It is. Whether you look at it or not. If you look at strengths, if everybody was gay, the world would die out in a generation. If that's not weakness, then what is? Whether you like it or not, you can call it God, omnipotence, Mother Nature, but they made us opposite genders to procreate, to keep your species going. And if you are fucking the same gender, it doesn't work. You want to be gay, have a blast. But you won't last long. Or at least not longer than a generation. But hey, be gay. Do what you want to do. You're a fucking adult. Just don't fuck with the kids. Don't do it. If you're watching, guys, Daddy loves you. Always.